shadows of fire and forgotten alliances. The twisted irony of Patagonia's new Zion, from Nazi havens to alleged Israeli land grabs, a conspiracy of convenience or a reckoning with history's ghosts. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and fellow truth seekers, today I stand before you not as a politician or a pundit, but as a voice unwilling to swallow the sanitized narratives fed to us by governments and media. We gather in the shadow of a story that reeks of history, repeating itself in the most grotesque, upside-down fashion. A saga unfolding in the vast, wind-swept expanses of Patagonia, where flames have cleared the earth and whispers of a new exodus fill the air. This is the tale of burned land, private enclaves, and 300,000 souls allegedly streaming from Israel, bankrolled by Benjamin Netanyahu himself. It is a saga 4 times the size of Gaza, built on ash and alleged underhanded deals. And it forces us to confront the bitter irony. Argentina, once a willing sanctuary for Nazi war criminals like Adolf Eichmann, under Juan Perón's openly anti-Semitic, Axis-sympathizing regime, now stands accused of rolling out the red carpet for Jewish settlers through the very same back channels of power and profit. Let us begin with the facts as they burn before our eyes. The literal and figurative wildfires that scorched Patagonia in early 2026. Vast tracts of pristine forest, some of the last untouched wilderness on this continent, went up in smoke. Official investigations pointed to accelerants, but the real accelerant was suspicion. Online and in the streets, fingers pointed at Israeli tourists, Israeli grenades, Israeli opportunism. Why? Because new laws, passed under President Javier Milei, a man who waves Israeli flags and courts Netanyahu, have allegedly gutted fire protections, repealed post-blaze land safeguards, and opened the floodgates for foreign purchases of scorched earth. The result? Private neighborhoods rising from the ashes, gated communities, Barrio Privado Josué, Profeta de Israel, spanning 100,000 hectares of fire-cleared land. A mini-state, critics cry, where ordinary Argentines are priced out, while newcomers arrive with suitcases full of shekels and promises of preventive resettlement. The numbers are staggering. Up to 300,000 Israeli nationals, many former IDF soldiers, expats, and Zionists, reportedly eyeing Patagonia not as tourists, but as pioneers. Leaked documents, government files like MS-26 and Expediente ARMO PUISR 04267781 speak of exclusive migration pacts for Israelis only, no provisions for other war refugees. Netanyahu and Milei meet. Maps of southern South America are unfurled, and suddenly the pieces snap into place for those who know history. This is no random investment. This is the Andinia Plan Reborn, not the 1970s anti-Semitic fever dream of Nazi sympathizers, but a modern echo where the roles have flipped. Argentina once hid Eichmann and thousands of other Axis fugitives because Perón's government was laced with admiration for the Reich. Anti-Semitic to its core, pro-Axis in policy, a haven for those who lost the war, but never the ideology. They favored the strongman, the racial purity myths, the conquest of territory. Now, the same soil welcomes a different group, through laws that critics say favor the burned and the bought. Why the reversal? Because power shifts, alliances shift, and land, always land, is the ultimate prize. Consider the upsides, if we dare call them that. Proponents, those in government circles, and pro-Milei media, frame this as economic salvation. Foreign capital pours in. Israeli expertise in agriculture, water management, hello Mekorot, and high-tech development turns useless wilderness into productive enclaves. Jobs, tourism, security partnerships. Argentina, drowning in debt, gets a bailout of sorts. $20 billion from Trump-era deals repaid just as the settlers arrive. Milei's libertarian dream meets Zionist pragmatism. Private neighborhoods mean order, investment, and a bulwark against whatever chaos the world throws next. In a region plagued by Mapuche activism, indigenous claims, and environmental fragility, some see fortified settlements as progress, modern pioneers taming the frontier. But the downsides? They scream of betrayal, of history's cruel joke, and of a conspiracy that feels too orchestrated to ignore. This is not organic migration. This is alleged arson for acquisition. Burn it cheap, buy it fast, build it exclusive. The land cleared by fire, protected wilderness until the flames hit, is now fair game under reformed laws. Presidents help with quiet decrees. Bibi's Israel, amid its own conflicts, allegedly funnels money and people southward for a backup plan. A second Zion if the Middle East collapses. The population of Argentina, still carrying the genetic and cultural echoes of those post-World War II Axis immigrants, Germans, Croats, Italians who fled justice, now watches Jews move in on the very terrain their forebears might have coveted in twisted fantasies of Lebensraum. The irony is suffocating. A country that once embraced the butchers of Europe now allegedly aids their historical adversaries through the same underhanded favoritism. Perón's anti-Semitism gave way to Milei's philo-Semitism. But the method, elite deals, obscured motives, land reshaped by crisis, remains eerily familiar. This is awful because it reeks of the same colonial playbook used against indigenous peoples for centuries, now dressed in 21st century geopolitics. It is reminiscent of every land grab in history: the Trail of Tears, the Boer republics, the West Bank settlements, powerful outsiders, backed by distant governments, reshaping territory, while locals burn, literally. It stirs the conspiratorial cauldron because the patterns align too neatly. Wildfires just as migration pacts tighten, laws changing overnight. A photo of Netanyahu with a Patagonia map, 300,000 souls ready to relocate. Is it coincidence or coordination? When history shows Argentina's willingness to harbor the hunted, Nazis then, perhaps Israelis now, in a world turning against them, we must ask, who really benefits? The Argentine people? Or a transnational elite playing chess with continents? My friends, this is not mere real estate. It is a mirror to our fractured world, where fire clears the path for the powerful, where old hatreds mutate into new alliances, and where the ghosts of Eichmann's Argentina whisper warnings. Whether this is deliberate conspiracy or opportunistic disaster, capitalism laced with ethnic favoritism, one thing is clear. Patagonia's flames have illuminated the oldest truth. Land is never just land. It is power, memory, and the stage for humanity's darkest ironies. We must watch, question, and demand transparency before the ashes cool and the new neighborhoods stand as monuments to a deal sealed in smoke. Thank you. Let the debate and the search for truth begin.